Welcome to VeloPro. I'm Bob, and I want to talk just briefly about Good Samaritan and what it means to me, because laws, even in the European Union, vary country to country. But it's generally agreed that if you can help, do. Now, I have some personal rules about this. Number one, I will not endanger myself. I won't jump into the water after someone unless I have flotation devices and maybe someone else knows I'm jumping in. Because I don't want to drown trying to be a hero. That is the truth. With flotation devices, a simple one, if you have long pants, could be simply removing your pants, tying off the cuffs, pulling the belt, and inflating them under your arms like little pontoons. That might give you the edge, but be careful. People often die trying to rescue a pet or another person. So consider yourself first. I'm sorry. Number two, open fractures and blood. If you see an open bone, if you see exposed bone or blood, don't move or touch that victim. Try to call. Almost everybody today has a cell phone, and in Europe coverage is good. 112 in the EU. So just call 112 and somebody will be there. So open fractures, don't touch or move the victim. Do not get their bodily fluids on yourself. Now, you can give CPR to someone, but if you do mouth to mouth, now HIV isn't transmitted, but hepatitis and others are. So you need to be super careful about that. But doing some CPR, definitely, mouth to mouth is something you need to consider. There are ways to do it safely, but I'm not an authority. I haven't done it in many, many years. So, and I suppose the last thing is neck and spinal. That's the worst case. If somebody appears to be laying there, try to talk to them first. See if they're responsive. Talk to them. But don't touch or move that victim. Call for emergency help. And the same with heat. If you find a heat victim, immediately try to get that person into shade. Try to get some water on that person to get them cooled down. Get emergency help immediately. But there's nothing much we can do until they get here except cool them down, talk to them, make them comfortable. But don't touch or move somebody until you have assessed the situation carefully. If they are in a roadway or something and you need to move them, assess the situation. Again, don't be a victim trying to be a hero. I'm sorry, but that's also a fact. Anyway, I'll leave a little information. I wish I could tell you more about European rules, but there aren't really any. Some states even have a law or rule saying that you need to respond, and I'll leave a link about that. It's a duty to respond. And rendering aid should be a moral responsibility, not a legal one, but some states see it both ways. So it depends where you live. Anyway, I'll leave what I can, and I thank you so much for watching.